Hello guys, I'm Matt. Welcome to Fuzzy Does. This episode is going to be a little bit different. There's no gameplay involved in this episode. It's just going to be me sitting down having a chat with you guys about video games and all sort of recent and upcoming titles. And there are just a few things that I want to discuss, and I might start doing this weekly and do a weekly sort of sit down. And I don't want to call it news because it's going to be just more sitting down and having a chat and discussing a few things that's new in upcoming titles. So yeah, I want to get right into it. The first thing I want to talk about in this episode is cross-platform play. With games such as Fallout 76 coming out, I think we can all agree, no matter what platform we play on, that cross-platform play is something that needs to happen. Fallout 76, by the way, is a game that I will be covering in a later episode. Some companies like Sony are making things very difficult for cross-platform play. Consoles such as Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and PC platforms are all on board for crossplay. The only company that I can see that are withholding are Sony with the PlayStation 4. We can all agree that when you were a kid, I mean everybody can remember this, when you were a kid, I can remember it from when I was in high school, or the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 then, and all of your friends were sat discussing what consoles they were going to buy, and this online gaming was getting more popular on consoles. It was a thing on consoles properly from the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, and you can all remember having those discussions with your friends. Are you buying the Xbox 360 or are you buying the PS3? And if you were anything like myself, there was always a divide. One set of your friends, they'd prefer the Xbox 360, they'd had the original Xbox, they were moving up to Xbox. The other half, they were PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, moving up to the PlayStation 3. And this caused a divide, especially in my friendship circle, it caused that split. Half of you went to the PlayStation 3, half of you went to the Xbox 360. Now, it was always a pain for me trying to decide. Obviously, I couldn't have both of the consoles. I was just a kid. I couldn't have gone out and just bought the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. So I had to pick a side, and you felt divided from your friends. You felt like you had to choose between one or the other, one set of friends to the other set of friends. So I was delighted when they announced crossplay was a thing that was going to happen this time. That'd make everything so much easier, right? I mean, you wouldn't have to decide which side you were going, and those friends that you want to play with that were on PlayStation 4, I have a few of those that I can't play with on the Xbox. You can all play together in one platform. Now, surely the enabling of crossplay would just boost the community. It would make the community stronger. The social aspects of gaming, which we all know exist. People might not want you to believe that gaming is a social construct, but it is. It is so social. I mean, I've met some really good friends online. I've got friends in America, friends all over the world, Australian friends that I game with regularly that I never would have come in contact with if it wasn't for online gaming services. But not only are consoles on board with this, developers are loving it as well. People like Bethesda, who are releasing games that they want to enable cross-platform, and I think, if I recall, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that there's an Elder Scrolls game or a spin-off card game or something that is that they want to enable crossplay on. It's only a small game, but to play with it's a very social game, and to play with other players is pretty much what they want to do. And they want to bring Sony on board, and Sony have just outright said no. A lot of gamers have said how much they want to get on board with cross-play gaming. They're excited about it, but Sony just are not listening. I've got a quote here, so if I'm looking more that way, it's because I'm reading this quote. But Sony CEO Kenichiro Yoshida said that it is only available between PS4 and certain PC games at the moment. When it comes to games like Fortnite, Yoshida was quoted in saying, "On cross-platform, our way of thinking is always that PlayStation is the best place to play. Fortnite, I believe, partnered with PlayStation 4, is the best experience for users. That's our belief." But surely, having a larger community in games such as Fortnite would make the experience so much more enjoyable of an experience for players. If they were for players, then surely they'd get on board with this. I mean, gamers aren't agreeing with that statement at all. They believe, gamers all across the world believe that cross-platform should be a thing and crossplay should be a thing. But we're just holding out for Sony. To Yoshida and Sony, enable crossplay. Listen to the public. Listen to your audience. Listen to the consumer. we really want this, please. Please let this happen. And that's all I'm gonna say, really. Games. This first game that I want to discuss, I am so excited about. This is the game I've been waiting for years. Like, absolutely years and years. If anyone's played the first game, you'll understand why I'm so excited about this second game, and you guys will be too. This is Red Dead Redemption 2. I mean, in my opinion, can Rockstar make a bad game? I don't think that they can. At this point, I just think it's stunning. Absolutely stunning. I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5 was a beautiful game. It played beautifully. It was just amazing. The storyline was gripping. I can't comment on the online because I'm not really an online gamer, to be quite honest. I love immersing myself in storylines, so for me, Rockstar, hands down, they're amazing for this. Before I start going into too much detail with Red Dead Redemption 2, I do want to state that I haven't seen all that much on this game. I've been looking forward to it that much that I've tried to sort of steer clear of any spoilers, any trailers, any little details that may reveal anything story-wise. Now, I understand that Rockstar are excellent at keeping things very close to the chest, but I still don't want to risk it. So what I will be doing is, I gathered a bit of information last night. I watched a few things like the gameplay trailer. I want to discuss that a little bit. Graphics is something that I do want to comment on. I mean, this gameplay trailer, I was utterly blown away. I was mind blown by this trailer. It's stunning. There's a scene that I'm going to show now where the lead character dives through a window. He rolls around in some mud, and if you watch it, the more that he rolls through the mud, the dirtier his clothes are getting. As well as that, the environments that they've created are absolutely to die for. I was discussing this game with a friend the other day, and what we both agreed we are most looking forward to is just getting on the back of a horse and riding around and discovering and exploring the environments that Rockstar have created. I mean, there's everything, as you'll see in the next clip. There's everything from wintry environments, desert environments, woodland environments. It is stunning. They've covered everything, and they've done it so well. The footprints that his horse makes as he moves through the snow, it's just incredible, and I'm so excited for this game. It offers so much beauty and so much wonder in its environments, and that is something that I am really looking forward to with this game. The gameplay, as far as I can tell from the gameplay trailer that we have seen, it plays a lot like the first game, which I'm totally happy about. I love the way that the first game felt, the way that the first game played. I'm looking forward to seeing how things tie in with this new storyline, obviously with John. But one thing that Rockstar are famous for is creating the notoriously in-depth storylines, and I just can't wait for more of that. And a Western environment, a Western background, I am excited about this game. Another feature that I want to mention about this game is it seems like the ability to move around the environments, interact with other outlaws, and then you can sort of enroll them and create this community of outlaws, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger the more people that you interact with through the game, and you're bringing in people from all over the place. I love that idea, and that you've got this sort of community. I just hope that we bring in resources, and all the resources that we collect throughout the game we bring together, and it sort of feeds this community, and it helps and aids the community. That would be insane. It'd be insane. I'd love that. The latest thing that Rockstar have released are character quotes and character names, including people such as Molly and Vandalind himself. I have seen a lot of bad press, but I've seen a lot of GameSpot tweets and comments that have been made. One saying that the footage that they saw at a conference was Equestrian Simulator 2K19. Now, this comment really annoys me because it's a Western game. There's going to be a lot of horses. There was no cars. It's a cowboy game. Cowboys ride horses. It was that time, that era. There was a lot of horses about, so to call the game an Equestrian Simulator 2K19, I feel that's a bit unfair, but we both know, you and me know, that GameSpot don't have the greatest relationship with Rockstar. A lot of mainstream media sites have sniped at Rockstar due to the content and the games that they create, causing issues in community. Mainstream media have always sniped at Rockstar for the content and the games that they create. I feel like this is a lot of the same, but we'll never know. What I can say is this game's captured beauty and elegance. It looks stunning. It appears to play like the first game played, which can never be a bad thing. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one, and I will keep my eye on any new details that come out, such as the character names and quotes, but there's a whole heap of those. Moving on. Diablo 3 is coming to the Switch. Now, I love this game. I absolutely adore Diablo 3. For those of you that haven't played it, it's a top-down sort of RPG, but it's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. And all I wanted in my life was to be able to play that game anywhere I want to go. If I want to play that game in the car, if I want to play that game while I'm away on holiday. It's sensational that it's coming to the Nintendo Switch. I love this. Also coming to this bundle will be a playable Gandalf armor set that's going to be released on the Switch version. So it does have its perks. Diablo looks incredible and looks like it belongs on the Switch. Nintendo was said to have been pumped when Blizzard approached them. Now there is a bit of speculation towards the release date for this game. Some saying December 20th, some saying December the 21st. I've also seen somewhere that it's rumoured to hit on the first day of BlizzCon this year, which is Blizzard's annual convention, which is November the 1st, I believe. So, I don't know, but I'm incredibly excited about this game, and I've seen gameplay of it, and it looks like it belongs on the Switch. It looks stunning, so I will be picking that up, even though I've played it 3 or 4 times. I do actually have it on PlayStation 4. If anyone's interested in playing Diablo 3 with me, I might leave my PSN in the drop box below. So we'll see how we get on. There's one last thing that I want to talk about, but I'm going to have to be very quick. Today is the release of Spider-Man, the Insomniac games. I am picking this game up. I'm actually going out in a couple of hours to collect this game. Yeah, it looks beautiful. The gameplay looks like it, swinging from A to B is going to be just delightful, and it looks like the mechanics of that web swinging through the city of New York, it looks like it functions, it looks like it's fluid, the movement is, it's clean, it looks like it plays incredible on those bits. Mechanically it looks brilliant, graphically it looks amazing. I know there was some speculation about there being a graphical downgrade since what we saw at E3. Sony have, and Insomniac Games have stated recently that there is no graphical downgrade. The graphics are as they are, which is fantastic. I mean, I've got a lot written down here for this game. I've heard nothing but good things about this game. Nothing. I mean, I've seen reviews where it's got an 80%, 4 out of 5, 9 out of 10. The reviews that have come in are incredible. The game lives up to previous superhero games that have just been so successful. Arkham, the Arkham series of games, the Batman games, they are still up there. My top favourite, my top 100% favourite superhero games. I'm hoping this lives up and even takes over it, to be honest, because we need that new space for a superhero game. From what I can tell by the web swinging mechanics as well, what I will add is that it looks like it'll make you feel like you're the friendly neighbourhood Spider-Man, which is what we all want from this game. What Insomniac have done with this game is they've drawn inspiration from all sources, compiled it all together to create their own unique take on Spider-Man, and I love that. It's something that we're not going to have seen before, a new take on Spider-Man, hopefully. It's going to be brilliant. It's going to be amazing. I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. Like I say, no graphical downgrade for this game. The graphics are as they are. I've seen reviews in places saying that the game is absolutely stunning from players that have already had the opportunity to play it. I wish I was one of those players. There is plenty to do in this game, from side missions. Apparently, one source claims that in the first sort of hour or two, you'll be so distracted by side missions that you'll forget about the main quest. Swinging from one place to the other, Spider-Man may notice a mugging, or somebody's been held up at knife point, or a shop's being robbed. You can intervene with those events as you wish. You can swing by, oh no, somebody's getting mugged. You can drop down as Spider-Man, stop the mugging. Off you go back to your daily business. So I think that there's plenty to go at in this game, side mission wise, to keep you good. There's a wide, huge variety of enemies and villains in this game. It's just going to be incredible, and I am going to play through it, and I'm going to upload some footage. I don't know if I'll play through the whole game or if I'll just record myself playing it and pick out highlights from the game and upload it, but I am definitely going to play it. So yeah, that's everything for what's new, guys. Like I say, it's not really a news series that I'm going to be doing every Friday. It's more of a sit down and a chat about what's going on, new things that are coming out, new stuff. So over this week, I'll be gathering some information on everything that's been released over the week, every bit of information we've got on new games, and next week I'll make another video and sit down and discuss that with you guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Like the video because it'll let me know that you guys like the content and you like this series, and it'll just give me that little boost to do a little bit more and do another one. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching. Until next time.